Welcome to another video of Mike in Thailand. So it looks as if Farmer Mike might have a bit of a disaster on his hands. We have some sort of dieback in the rice. Can you see the leaves turning, well, brown here? They turn slightly red first. If you look at that. So it's off to the chemical shop tomorrow. See what we can find out. So this is the rice chemical shop, as I call it. Again, we've come back to visit it. Some more bugs. This is my lady. She comes and helps me all the time with my problems at the shop. So we've got a rice blight. So we have a rice blight. It's called rice hopper, which is making the rice go red. We'll eventually kill it or reduce the thing. So as you can see, we're having to spray paddy fields. So I'm not quite sure how much fertiliser I've got. Stuff is particularly nasty. I'm making sure I stay downwind of this. He was just going to use a handkerchief over his face. His eyes lit up when I got out the face mask and the goggles, etc., to do a proper job. This is the outlet from one of my paddy fields, and that hasn't been flowing now for a day and a half. It's really quite incredible to see how far that's gone down in, let's say 2 days. It's a good inch and a half, which shows you how much water is evaporating, being soaked into the ground and absorbed by the rice. This is the baby fish contracting into the last water as the paddy field dries out, because we haven't had rain for 10-12 days now. Bua tends to come out to the paddy fields about 4 o'clock and do some work each night, and here we go. She's picked a load of rice which she wants to move, and she's just asked me if I can go and get it for her. So here I am, and this is, I don't know, I can't describe it, the mud. This is what I'm after. She's picked these already, or whatever, to transplant, and she's just left them in the water where they're fine for a couple of days. It's just breaking it into bunches to replant. Crabs in the paddy field. Can you see that? Just got under that little leaf there. He's just coming out now. They're now cutting the rice to make it grow more densely. So they're topping it all, and it will all grow back stronger. Oh, beautiful butterfly sitting on the leaf. I'm out in the paddy field today, and I'm on snail watch that lay these eggs. If you can see them here, there's one there and there's another one there, which will decimate the crop. So I've just killed one. Just hang on a second. This one isn't too far in. It'll come off quite easily, so we're just gonna, where is he? There he is. We're just gonna get him. Off he comes. There he is, on the ground. So let's go and get in the water. Another one here. You can see how deep I'm out in the paddy field. These boots aren't very good, they're leaking, but at least I'm not standing in the goo. They tend to lay them, as far as I can find out, quite close to the bank, because they do like evidently going up on the bank or something, I don't know. Anyhow, so here's the other one. Again, this is fairly new because he's fairly pink. Whitish yellow, pink at the bottom, very pink at the top. So he's a new one. There he is. So there are my 2 lots of snail eggs, which now get the order of the boot. they are not going to eat my rice. I'm out in the paddy field today and I've just spotted some lilies growing. So at the moment it is about 9 o'clock at night, or 9:30, I don't know. So I'm out in the paddy field and I'm actually looking for snails. Trying to make my way through the water. Now you can see it's crystal clear. I'm looking down into the water. Can you see it for snails? They're eating the rice. So we're looking through torches. Can you see this? You might not be able to see him, but there he is. So your eyes learn to pick them up after a while. I think I've got another one here. Let's have another look. Yep, we got another one. So here we got another little, these are called cherry snails. See him? There he is, another little beaut. He's got his front door closed. Now, the thing with these, as you can see in here, I will drop these off somewhere for them to be eaten. I personally wouldn't touch them. There's two reasons for that. One is they actually contain a parasite which can infect you if they're not cooked properly. But I know how much chemical I have sprayed on these paddy fields, and there's no way in a million years that I am going to eat anything that's been in this water. Here's one of my pieces of melon that I put in the water, which the snails absolutely love. So I've got one here. He can go in. That's another one in the bucket. I think I've got two here having sucky. Okay, can you see them? Can you see them? We've got two here making baby snails. Whoop! They ain't making, well, they're still making baby snails, but they ain't going to go anywhere with it. And another one. So, all from one piece of watermelon. Let's get him out into the bucket. So this one's quite small, but he's tucked himself in his little home. This is the result of my snailing tonight. I've got some nice big snails. And look at this crab. Woohoo! Look at him. Last night we were out in the paddy field catching snails, and Bura said to me, the rice is starting to flower. I can't see it, but here on my hand, as you can see, the stem is starting to swell up, and evidently the flower, I believe, is in here. You see it's thinner here, thicker down there. So this is about to come into flower. So here is my first rice flower. You can now see the rice is in flower. I've decided to end this video here. Last year I did a video on a rice harvest, but I think there'll be much more to see because I am doing it and I will learn a lot more. So something I didn't know is I always imagined rice was about knee high, but you can see this is above my shoulder. So this is going to be the end of this video. I look forward to seeing you to the harvest of this rice.